here we are. It's July 14th. It's only our second day of sailing in 10 days. We've been holed up in Isla Mujeres waiting for the right winds. The winds were coming from the south, which assisted our friends, but now we need winds coming from the north to assist us down to Cozumel. So there's been a slight shift in wind. It's still going to be light, winds 10 to 15 knots today. We're hoping to find the counter current because the current runs northwards. There we go. Let's hope I'm not sick today.
Last episode we were in Isla Mujeres, and this episode we're sailing through Cozumel. We were leaving Isla Mujeres at 5 a.m. because we wanted to get the day started, get going, so we didn't have to sail the entire day through and through the night. Because it's really annoying to anchor in the dark when you can't see because you have to tie knots and stuff, put down the anchor, and it's just really hard to do with only lights, so it's nice when it's light outside. So we sail through the day. We get up at 5 in the morning and leave our first anchorage and on the chain poker. So I have to get up, and since I'm in the V berth, that's my job because behind there's a little cabinet and that's where all the chain goes, like when it gets sucked in. So when we put out the chain, I have to poke. No, when we bring in the chain, I have to poke it just to make sure it doesn't all stack up, because if it stacks up too much, there's this little reel at the top that cranks it in, and if it gets stacked up to that reel, it won't turn anymore, so the anchor will just be stuck down. So I have to poke it, make sure it's all spread out, and it's a really annoying job to do really early in the morning because you're just tired and then you have to work your arm, push it all through. So that's not a really fun job, but it's good. It's pretty quick when Jasper pulls up the chain because he pulls it up pretty fast, like once we're right over top of it. And once it's over, we just go back to sleep again when we leave that early because we're so tired.
Catching the sunrise as Andre puts up the mainsail to help stabilize us. We've just left Isla Mujeres. We're on our way to Cozumel. We're pretty much head to wind right now, but it means we kind of bash through the waves. It'd be nice to roll through the waves a bit.
Yeah, and because I am the chain puller, like I work with the anchor, I had to get up and go on deck, and there's this little sort of carabiner piece that fits onto the chain, which is really annoying to get off at basically any time. But in the dark, it was a lot harder, and but I finally did it, and we were lucky because the boat stayed over top of the chain a lot of the time. So all I really had to do was just press my heel into the button, and then that's about it. And then I went to sleep for about 5 hours. And then I went to sleep for about 7 hours after that.
We've been sailing all day, us three, kind of laying down here doing some stuff. And Jasper's been sleeping all day just down in the bunk because this is the first time he's ever not felt good. So now he knows how we feel. I guess it's kind of like
While Jasper was sleeping, me, Dad, and Mom were killing time upstairs and just keeping ourselves distracted. So the flag upstairs, our a Canadian flag in the back, it keeps ripping. It's got a line through it, and it just keeps having tears on it. So we were sewing that, playing games like checkers, and the flag we have, Dad is pretty cheap sometimes, so he brought a really cheap flag, and now it's like 2 days later and it's already got 3 more rips in it after we sewed it. So we're gonna have to sew this by the end of the year pretty much, or like the month. It's just gonna be covered in tape and thread.
Embarrassing cheap flag.
day.
It's 9 o'clock now. We left at around 5:30. Cancun's over in the distance there. We've got probably another 7 or 8 hours. So far I've been below 3 times.
3?
Yeah, haven't had to get sick yet, so that's good. I guess I'm starting to get my sea legs.
Okay, so right now, as you can see up there, it says our speed and distance. And it says, it's kind of screwed up right now, but it says we're going 6.8 kilometers. Nautical miles. And on here it says, well, that's over water, and then here it says going 3.7 knots over land, which is actually the land under the water. And so we feel like we're going really fast because that's how fast we're going on top of water, but underwater it's all different. So, okay, so if we subtract our speed over water minus the speed over land, then we will get our current, our counter current, and which is 3 point something kilometers. It keeps changing, so we don't really know, but it's about 3 kilometers.
I didn't know we were doing math.
Yeah.
When I woke up, I was upstairs for a bit, and I was getting my first breath of fresh air in a couple hours. And when I heard Dad shout, "Dolphins!" So I was like, wait, what? I got up, walked over there, and there were 2 dolphins, but we only managed to record one because we only had one camera up there. But the one that we did catch on camera, I named Devin, or if it's a girl, Devina. And now I hope to see them again someday. We go up and we see these dolphins, and it was actually surprising. I felt those dolphins were way bigger than I expected a dolphin to be. So they're pretty big. Like from here, this cushion. Oh, you probably can't see that. Well, they were long. You know what I'm saying? Like 7 feet, maybe. Okay, maybe 6 feet. So it's big. They were big. That's all I'm saying. They were big, and it was really cool to see them. That's the second time we've seen them this trip, but we were talking to some friends. They sailed from Texas down to Guatemala, and now they're going back up to Texas. And apparently, they've been gone for 4 months. They didn't see dolphins once. So I don't want our trip to be like that. I want to see a lot of dolphins.
Oh, my day, we're sailing. We've been sailing for a long time now, since 5-ish a.m. And it's been so long. We're not going to get there till like later tonight. And I've been feeling pretty good. I tried out some new medicine, Dramamine, and it worked, which is good. But for what worked for the most part, I still feel a little gross. And I just played some games. I watched a little TV, and now I'm trying to nap.
Okay, so we found this boat, this large yellow ball in the water, and for the past several minutes we've been trying to catch it.
We just saw a little yellow speck floating, and it slowly got bigger, and we realized it was one of those big bouncy balls. You know, the big ones with the handle that you can sit on and bounce around. You also haven't named him. Yes, I haven't named him yet. I'm such a maniac. Like a mom doesn't name their child. It's just child. Ball. So, to get this thing, we did a bunch of man overboard drills. It went vroom, 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 circling it, not able to get it. And it took us 9 tries. On the last try, Dad just said, okay, let me try. Took the fishing net from Mom, and then got it first try. And we all failed like 8 times before that. We couldn't do it. We're like, oh, it's so hard. And then Dad just scoops it right up. He's like, yeah, I did it. And we're just so sad. So after we got the ball, we got to Cozumel, or more specifically, San Miguel on Cozumel, and we were so excited about the fact that we were going to get there during daylight and not have to also lower the anchor in the middle of the night. We
decided to have a dance party, and we started dancing around on her ball. She was so excited.
Mom broke out her favorite dance song on the little stereo radio we have here, a little Bluetooth speaker. And so she broke out her favorite song, like, it's called Grooves in the Heart, and we all just started, like, having a mini dance party on deck to it. We were so happy. We were like, we got a ball. We're riding in daylight. Let's do this. As we arrived in San Miguel, it's just really beautiful water there. It's so clear and turquoise. So as soon as we anchored, I kept bugging down like, oh, can I go in the water? Can I go in the water now? Is the anchor set? So finally I can jump in the water, and it's surprisingly cold, but it's just so clear and beautiful. And when you put your goggles on, you can see like everything for meters. It's amazing.
I didn't really notice how cold the water was. I was just refreshed after jumping in the water, and the lights at night were actually quite beautiful. Dad thought he saw a turtle, and we didn't know if it was or not. So Mia and Dad decided to become intrepid explorers and tried swimming out there with their snorkeling gear. Mom started freaking out because there was this one fishing boat that just started zipping towards them. And it just wouldn't slow down until it saw Dad in the water like, stop! Stop!
And this dude that was driving, he didn't even notice Dad really. Like, we got lucky. He kind of like, Dad pulled me away super quick. He swam as fast as he could. Because this guy driving, he was looking at his phone. He didn't even look at the water, so he didn't even know we were there. He's like, he didn't even care. He was just speeding by, which is really scary.
What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other words, would smell just as sweet.
What does that mean?
It means that just because you call something doesn't mean it is. Like, it's basically just like it's basically like saying, names don't matter. It's what's inside that counts.
Oh, very nice. That's awesome. Good insight.
Watch our next chapter as we explore the exotic new island of Cozumel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!
Relax, relax.